Hey, hi, future me here. So before the video starts, I just kind of want to jump in here and I got three things I got to say really quick. One, the video is very scuffed. Um the setup I was working with is not ideal. The audio is kind of not like this. It's a little bit echoey and a little bit distant. I tried to clean it up in editing. I worked with what I got. Two, I don't think during the process of unpacking all these cards, I don't think I did a good job talking about the cards or reviewing them in a proper way. I'm not, like a card opening channel. I'm not an unpacking channel. I'm not even a trading card game channel. I'm just a dude who plays video games and then kind of gives his opinion on them. So take this video with a grain of salt. And the third thing is the end of this video, the very end of the video, I'll give my thoughts on the game, a review of how I feel about the game, and then some kind of ideas about the card game itself. I think that's probably the most important part of the video. If any part of the video you watch, do watch that part. Also, go hit the subscribe button. Just throwing that part out there. Anyway, thanks for coming in. Thanks for watching the video. And I'm going to let past me start the video. So, bye bye. Hey, hi, welcome back. So things are obviously a little bit different. There's a thing in my face. It's a camera for hand cam stuff. Hi, hello. Also, my mic is in a different place, so I might sound different. But what we're doing today is we're exploring something a little bit different. I bought gamersupps, the supplement company, has made like a spin-off company. It's a card game. VCard. Very funny name. Love that. This is their first edition of cards. But it's a trading card game, and I bought a pack, or a box, and I thought it'd be fun to unbox it with everybody. And we have to look at my really scuffed setup, where I have a camera in my face, a second camera in my face, and you get to see how pale I am without color correction. I'm like a snowman. But we're gonna open up some of these cards, see what we get, and just kind of chill. Also, I didn't buy these. They gave me these for free. I opened them already. These are their card sleeves. As soon as I can get the thing out of the... Nailed it. Why is it backwards, upside down? There we go. Card sleeves. They gave me two packs. I guess two things of 50 maybe, because I think there's supposed to be 100 in here. So they gave me those. Or, well, that was a free gift for buying the... Ooh, that's shiny. Let's put that over here then. That was a free gift for buying the cards. Also, really cool. Um, they sent me soup. It was free. I did not order this. Um, this is totally not just a packing mistake. I'm just going to chalk this up to the company loves me and they want to make a sponsorship deal or a partnership deal and give me my own flavor. And this absolutely just didn't get accidentally thrown in my box. And then we got these, the cards. So we're going to open these. Also, I haven't looked up the rules or anything for these. So we got some nice art on this side. On this side, I words that I will never read. Art on this side, and more words I will never read. But also, I didn't look up the rules and like regulations for the game or anything like that. Do I have a knife? I should have a knife. Knife. I didn't look up the rules, so I had no idea how the game is played. I just wanted to collect the cards. Also, I'm not gonna know all of the creators that are partnered with this. Probably know a bulk of them, but I won't know all of them. So I do apologize. Did I just show a knife on screen? It doesn't matter. I don't make money off these videos anyway. I do apologize if I don't know a creator or two. Also, I'm going to apologize again for the scuff of this video. I'm not set up to do two camera hand cam stuff, but this is kind of working. So maybe we'll do some stuff in the future. Maybe I'll get a better setup. Why is this plastic so good? There we go. Off that goes. Put that in there. Okay. Boom. Oh, it looks much better without the much better without the plastic. Much better. So I think, if I'm not mistaken, Shy Lily, a VTuber. All of these are going to be, most of these are going to be VTubers. I can't really tell. I'm not sure. Cinder, I'm not sure. Also not sure. Um, actually, wait. I think that's no. I don't know. How do I open this without absolutely destroying it? Hello. Is it kind? I don't want to like break the package. I'm very notorious for absolutely destroying packages. Here we go. Got it. That's too bright. That's still a bit too bright. That works. Kind of. Okay, so we've got this thing. Artist series. Box topper. Okay, I'll open that later. We'll open that last. And then we're supposed to have, I want to say 28 of these. All right, nailed that perfectly. Yes, 28. Okay. Yeah, right there. The bottom of this says this contains 28 booster packs and one box topper. Each booster pack contains 10 random cards out of the 286 different V cards. Okay, so we have 280 cards. I did buy a binder, so I will throw them in a binder. I'll do that after. Calm down. I'm not gonna just leave them in like a box or something. Let's. I don't want to be that guy who's like, oh, did they really give me 28? I'm checking though. So we have a green flavor. We have a yellow flavor, blue, gray. Here's a red one. By the way, you can already tell that I am an absolute professional. I am the number one VCard box opening channel on YouTube. I am the king of this. So professional. I haven't been counting. I'll count when I'm done. Let me just sort them. Okay, so they did give me 28. We got 5 fire, 6 metal. I think that's what that one is. I think this is lightning. We got 6 of those, 6 leaf, and then I guess this is water. I guess let's start. We'll go 5. We'll go in this order. We'll end it. We'll end at leaf. We'll go in a full circle. So let me get all of these out of the way. We'll start with the fire. Man, I should put like really cozy music. Make this like a nice, relaxing. Oh god, relaxing video of me absolutely panicking while I try to do this. There's hair on this. Okay, we're fine. I have not opened a pack of cards in a very long time. Is that even focusing? Whatever. I have not opened a pack of trading cards in a very, very long time. I don't know. Ooh. Okay. There we go. I don't know what to expect going into this. I need a trash pile. Oop, the box. That worked. Very funny. When I was looking up some info on these cards and on the game itself, my mom happened to see um one of the cards, and I'm only bringing this up because legit the first card I just pulled. She happened to see it and she went, "Oh, that's really cute. I want one." And it is How do I level that out? Right there. Pedal Pals. She said it's very cute. She wants one, so I will set this aside for her, and I'll give that to her. So we have a Pyro Pup. It's another mascot card. So these are mascots. I don't know what that means. There's a lot of info on it. +1 to your power level card. +2 to your fire type power level card. +3 to your Cinder VTuber. So this has something to do with Cinder. It's strong against leaf, weak against water. That's a standard element wheel. We got Haze. I like this. This is a cool art. So I was right. Yellow is lightning. I like the art for this one. This is partnered with somebody named Sky. I apologize. I've never heard of you. I don't know if I'm able to show that on camera. It doesn't matter. I don't get money off these things. Toteless. Also don't know that one. I apologize. Pirate Tricky. I do know this VTuber. Seen a bit of her content. Very funny. Another fire type. Small barrage. Discard one mascot card from your hand. Draw one card. So this is, I guess this is like a hand building technique where you discard cards to get better cards. Vey. Do know this VTuber. Very funny. I think she's Polish, which is funny because I'm also Polish. Well, Polish heritage. So it looks like steel types are strong against lightning and weak against grass. I would have not expected that. If you play the same element as your opponent, gain 1 power. That's good. Grass shield. Your opponent's grass power level cards cannot benefit from any element power level advantage this round. Support type. I really should have read the rules before getting into this. Grass Guardian. Code Miko? Oh, I just realized I'm probably not showing these very well. God, why does this have to have the most crappy focus whatsoever? Code Miko. Not familiar with the VTuber. Do apologize. Akumi? It's shiny. So I guess that's our rare for this pack. She looks like Yoshi. Another VTuber. Obviously, these are all VTubers. She looks like Yoshi, but the name's not right. I wonder if that's... This is a learn to play card. I will definitely need that in the future. All right. Let's scoop these up. We did get one rare. That's nice. I gotta keep this one off to the side because, yeah. All right, cool. Okay, I sped things up. I went ahead and opened all of the fire packs. Now we can just go through the cards. I also messed with the focus a little bit. That might be better. Probably not. Anyway, look how cool Ollie is. The mascot card. It seems to be tied to a VTuber by the name of Sanson. Sanson? I don't know. Most of the effects for the mascot cards seem to be identical. This is another lightning mascot. Gildy? Tied to Shota. Orca Pup? Absolutely adorable. Good God. It's tied to Shy Lily. Also, whoever the artists are for all of these cards, good God, you guys absolutely nailed it. That's Cinder. Quick glance. Look at the top card of your deck. You may return it or place it to the bottom. Interesting. So that's like a just a peep ahead for your next draw, or a chance to re-roll your draw by replacing the card. This is Sky Gentle. If you play the same element as your some of the effects are repeating. Interesting. That makes sense because I guess you could spec into a certain element and then also maintain a level of whatever effects. Tobe. Delayed reaction. If you lose this round, your next power level card gets 1+. Interesting. Water Guardian. I'm assuming that does the same thing as the... What the hell is this? I'm assuming that is the same thing as the Leaf Guardian. Work-life balance. I love this. Man, I wish I had a better camera for this. I really apologize. Choose one of the following options. Discard any number of cards from your hand. Okay. Gain 1 plus power for each of the. Okay, that's interesting. Shuffle your discard pile into your deck and draw a card. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. That might be broken. Interesting. So shuffle your the secondary perk. Shuffle your discard pile into your deck and draw a card. That might be broken because if you lose, like um let's say your deck linchpins on 1 or 2 cards, and then you lose that card, you can essentially just re-bring that card in. Camilla. I do know this VTuber. I've seen this VTuber. She's funny. I haven't watched much of her content, but I am aware of this VTuber. Also, it's a full art. It looks like. I can't read it. Mistakenly spawned into a. Oh wait, well this isn't an ability. It's a description. Mistakenly spawned into a realm in which she did not belong. As they attempted to exile her, she discovered a portal and escaped into the human world. All right. Oop, fancy. Oop, fancy. Probably not. None. This is going to be 18 and up. The whole video. Also, my videos should be 18 and up anyway. I swear way too much. If your opponent plays a support card, gain 1 power. I like that. I like that effect. That's 2 fancies we've gotten. There's another Ollie. Droid. This is the mascot for Rainho. Rainho's very, very funny. I do like her. Um, this is another mascot. Quite a bit of electric ones. Electro Bite. Tied to the VTuber Quinn Bennett. Bennett. Another Code Miko. This one looks different than the one I had before. Was that a full art I had? Butcher that name. I don't know that name. I am gonna fully Koki. I'm committing to it. It's being Koki. If I mispronounce it, I don't know. You'll never see it. It's fine. Cottontail VA. I knew. Do you know her? Do I know her? Not know. I know of her. I should be saying. Do I know of her? Yes, maybe, probably. Yes, I do. Oh, I need to read the effect. Small bargain. Discard 1 mascot card from your hand. Draw 1 card. That's similar to a prior effect we had read. Some of these are repeating. Interesting. Reaper. Good God, I need to put an age restriction warning at the beginning of this. Cancel the effect of 1 support card played. So this is like a trap card. Putting it in Yu-Gi-Oh terms. This is a rare. It's shiny. Butcher's Blade. -3 to your opponent's power level card. Okay. Content. Why is this one different? Why is this one different? Hang on. Where's the other one? Hang on. Nope. 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 Yep. There it is. Why is that different? Is that just simply the full art version of it? All right. I'm gonna move that closer so I can actually read it. Her inheritance, a kingdom scarred with misery. Her ambition, a burning flame inside her dark heart. Cotton would remake what was broken. That's very edgy. And now the other guy. His future was sealed when making an irrefutable contract with a demon, granting him powers ascending what was possible for a normal human. He became a reawoken, the Grim Reaper of all demons. Very edgy, but that's kind of just the nature of VTubers. They're edgy. I love this. You are adorable. Oh, it's vase. That's funny. Interesting, I should say, not funny. Very adorable. Love it. Ooh. See, okay, I'm partial to like adorable things as opposed to like edgy things. This is amazing. I love the mascot cards so much. This is tied to Vienna. See, look. Now we have another adorable mascot card. Absolutely. The mascot cards Smolchi. This is Yochi. I was right. Absolutely. Anyway, the mascot cards, amazing. I love them. We got Rainho, Calm Response. If your opponent plays a support card, gain one power to. No, gain +1 to your next mascot. I'm assuming that means +1 power. Oh, here's Sansa. Sanson? Very nice. Quick glance. Look at the top of your card. Oh, because that's the one where you check your deck. So a lot of the perks repeat, which I'm not too thrilled about, to be honest. Also, I'm noticing something very glaring. I don't see anything along the lines of health or attack power. I'm assuming it's all based on the power level. Fire shield, I'm assuming that operates the same as the other shields. Why does that look like moist critical? Because it is. Select one of your opponent's support cards. This card copies its ability. Nice. Another Cottontail full art. Shiny Vey. Gentle. That's right. We read that ability already. I take it back what I said about uh the mascot cards of being adorable. This gives me some level of anxiety, and I don't like it. All right, we're back. Those are adorable. Totless. That was one of the VTubers I didn't recognize. This must be Tricky's. It is adorable. All right, last two for the fire packs. We have a Farmer Vienna, has gentle. If you play the same element, that's the one regain power playing the same element. We got another Yochi, another Yuzu, and a fancy Farmer Vienna. Surprisingly, a good number of full arts, a good number of fancies. I do think, if I'm not mistaken, pop these on the top. If I'm not mistaken, um, there are like one of a kind, one for one prints. Um, if we get one of those, I'm gonna cry. All right, up next we're going with steel. Next up we have the metal packs. I did go ahead and take out all of the ones that we had already seen in the previous set, so these should all be new. Should be. So it looks like this is the mascot for Yuzu. It is in a very, I'm not showing it, very adorable lamp champ. It's a moth. I like it. I dig it. I like it. Um, Monarch Messenger clone. Is this for Monarch the V? It is for Monarch the VTuber. I think she also goes by Amelie. She's a voice actor. I want to say for Funimation. I don't know. I watch a lot of anime, and I did recognize her voice as soon as she kind of got on the scene. Snack Cat. Ooh, it's a rare too. I didn't even realize that. Ooh, shiny. Let's see. This is a support card. If you lose this round, you may return your mascot card to your hand instead of losing them. Do you lose your mascots at the end of a round? That doesn't seem like a good play. Another shiny Sayu, also another voice actor for Funimation, I think. I don't know. I'm not certain how the voice actor world works. I want to say his I want to say his real name's Alejandro, but I'm not too certain. Um, when all else fails, remember to turn your device off and then on again. But for Sayu, sometimes it's off permanently. Nice. Uh, Simp? Chimp? Kimp? This is Camila's or Camila. Camila? I think it's Camila. Her mascot. I love it. I don't know if I'm pronouncing any of these things right. Man, me being. Why does the card feel different? Why does this one feel different? Am I going crazy? Me butchering all the names for these, I am never getting that gamersupps partnership. We've seen this one before. I missed one. Mimi, did I see this one before? We've seen this one before. Can I even show half of these? For every card you have in play, gain one power. That seems like a very good card to have. Who made this? Inspired by Smitty. That's good. What's another full art? VT000 possesses the ability to manifest herself as a glitch. Her skills allow her to travel through dimensions and space, shifting her appearance. I don't know Dio Riku. Riku? Raiku? I don't know this VTuber. I'll be honest with you. I really like the design though. It's giving off kind of like what's that game? Nier Automata? Giving me that kind of vibe. Another Sayu. I have duplicates of this one. What are these and why do I love them so much? Dragoons. Oh, it's Doki Bird's mascot. I love them. I love them so much. Immediately, the long neck one is my favorite. This is B. Oh, this is Sayu's mascot. B. Does the same effect that most of the. Interesting. Why are they? Oh, well, I guess if lightning is weak against metal, that makes sense. It does the same effect as the other mascots. This is adorable. I'm gonna say this. Don't get me wrong. The art for the normal or the art for the VTuber cards themselves is great. The art for the mascot cards is absolutely amazing. This is Cottontails, mascot card. I also don't know this VTuber. I apologize. Lamu? Lamu. Lamu. I I don't know. I like it. I like the art. I hope there's a card of that little guy. I love the art. Very nice. What's the ability? You have calm response. If your opponent plays a support card, gain +1 to your next mascot. Interesting. A lot of these are very similar. Lena Lazar. I have heard of this VTuber. She has guided aim if your opponent has more cards. This is a perk we have not seen in any of the previous cards. If your opponent has more cards in hand, gain. If your opponent has more cards in hand, gain +1 power this round? Huh? If your opponent has more cards in hand. More cards relative to what? More cards relative to the field or more cards relative to your hand? That description feels like it might need a little updating. I know I'm being very critiquey on this, but I do like card games. Lord Athelstan? Not familiar with this VTuber. I'll be honest with you. It's fire type, strong stands. This is also a effect we have not seen. If you win this round without playing a mascot card, gain 1 power next round. Interesting. Isn't the point of a mascot card to gain power? So does that bypass the need for a mascot card? Feifei? Fifi? Feifei. Feifei. I think that's Feifei. I'm digging the punk rock. I follow you on Twitter, I think. Or X. Actually, no, I'm not calling it X. That's dumb. Twitter. Don't call her flat. She will break your nose. I believe it. All right. Oop, shiny of Lamu. Nice. Oh, I didn't read. Oh, well, I can't read Feifei's, what you call it? Perk. It's not written on that card. Oh, this is Chatblin. It's a mascot card. It is for Riku. I like it. I dig it. I like the digital design for the face. It feels like it's a digital design for the face. Gwub. Ebiko. Ebiko? That name sounds familiar. That's who the VTuber that's tied to this mascot card is Ebiko. Ebiko. Ebiko? I think it's Ebiko. That sounds familiar. I don't, off the top of my head, don't remember if I know that VTuber or not. There's going to be a lot of these that I don't know because I don't really watch content all that much. It kind of happens when you make content. Do know you, Froggy Loach. Let's see. Her ability: small bargains. Discard 1 mascot card from your hand. Draw 1 card. Right, we've read that perk before. We've seen that perk once before. I like the art. I'm very much digging the art. So it looks like we did pull an Ebico. It's a full art, lucky us. Ebico attempted to concoct some shrimp ramen through the only method she knew, alchemy, forever altered by her experience. What did the ramen do to you? Also, we have ramen right there. Got some ramen. Ours is chicken, I think. It is chicken. Nice. We have a juniper in a shiny as well. Echoing power. That's a perk we haven't seen before. If you lost the last round, gain 1 power this round. We may have seen that perk before. I can't remember. Very nice. A little hard to see in camera, but it's very nice. Sorry, does it say you're? Yeah, that is the perk I think we've seen that perk before. Potat? 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 Potat. Oh, that's Code Miko's mascot. Okay. Pup. That sandwich looks fantastic. Is that a paw print on the sandwich? That is a paw print on the sandwich. Very nice. Is this what with Buff poof poof? Jesus Christ, Buff Pup. I do follow Buff Pup. Do like Buff Pup. Fair warning: if you go to watch, actually, this applies to most VTubers. Fair warning: most of what they talk about is either dicks or butts or anyway. Buff Pup sometimes talks about gym stuff. That's why I follow her. Foxy Renee. Uh, quick glance. Look at the top of your card. Oh, so we've seen this perk before. That's the one where you glance at the top of your card, top of your deck. You can either take the card or leave the card or move it to the bottom. Noticing a trend with a lot of these VTubers. A lot of them are like less than 5'5" or around 5'5", which means I'm the same height as most of these VTubers. I'm very very short, except for Freema. Apparently Freema is lava lamp height. Don't know how tall that is. Age lava lamp. Wait, lava lamp. Lava lamp. Um, delayed reaction. We've seen delayed reaction as a perk before. Heavenly Father, also in a shiny. Calm response is the perk. There is no way you're 7'10". I believe it. You're 7'10". You tall, beautiful bastard. Looks like we have a Nanners. If you play card of the same element, we've seen that before. Okay, looks like we have a Punkalopi. Punkalopi? I don't know. I like the art. It's got a nice 4th of July like feel or summer feel. If you play the same element, we've seen that before. What is age? Very long sentence. Age as old as the concept of chaos. Edgy. Quinn Bennett. We've seen something. I think it's your mascot card prior to this. Strong stand. If you win this round, right, without playing a mascot. We've seen that perk before. I believe that was the same perk on Sayu, perhaps, maybe? Doki's true form. And it looks like it's just I don't know, like the smuggest slime I've ever seen. Oh, it's a tomato, isn't it? I love it. Welcome to the tomato farm. Rumor has it that they possess many skin suits for all sizes, including a crow. I don't know what that means, and you know what? I don't want to know what that means. And it looks like we have a rare cottontail. So that is all of our steel packs. We're going to move on to water next. All right, so we're starting off our water packs with a absolute One Punch Man ass looking card. Battle Cry. Switch your current power level with any power level card in your hand. That sounds good. Okay. Again, I feel like if I was monetized on YouTube, I would be demonetized after this video. Exposed. This is in collaboration with Chad. I don't know who Chad is. What was Battle Cry in collaboration with? Tectone. I've heard that name before. Okay, so back to this. Exposed, your opponent reveals their current hand to you. I think out of all of these, this is the most aptly named in conjunction with its effect. Lucy Pyre. Let's see here. A girl failure who sold her soul to a succubus for demonic powers. You know what? I'd do the same. I like the art. Very electric. Who is Meat? Actually, I don't know. I don't know who Meat is, but you know what? I like Meat. Meat seems like a cool person. Very unga bungy. Quick glance. Look at the top of your deck. Right. Also, it was a rare, shiny. Very nice. You can tell at this point in the video. You can tell if you're still here. One, you must have nothing to do today, or you're trying to fall asleep. But you can tell at this point in the video, I have no idea what the hell I'm doing. This is a mascot, Chababbit. 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 Oh, this is for Punkalopi, the punk rabbit fire. Yeah, you know the ones we. I'll put it up on screen. It's right there. Boom. You remember that one? Goro. This is Nanner's mascot. Hmm, I don't know if I like it. On second thought, I like it. Oh, we got a rare exposed. Rare full art Lamu. Emu? A ferret. Would have never guessed that was your design was based off of ferret. I would have guessed maybe, I don't know, short hair or short ear. What's those short ear cats? Scottish fold, is that what it's called? Um, the ferret is never late, nor is she early. She streams precisely when she means to. I love it. Nano. Jesus Christ, my dyslexia is kicking in. Nanomano. Nanoless. That makes sense. Did you have to put the butthole? Did you have to? Did you have to put the butthole? I mean, actually, no. As I'm asking it, yeah, you probably had to put the butthole. Benson. This is a name right out of all of these names, right? All these random names, and you just got somebody named Benson. I like Benson though. Benson looks like a demon slime from Slime Rancher, which would be cool if they added it. Numi. It's Numi's mascot. Weighs 2 pounds. That's not bad. You could punt that thing. Not that I would, but you could. Nanolist. Not a VTuber I was familiar with, but you know what? Oh, you drew this one yourself. Nanolist is also the illustrator. Interesting. I dig the art. Big props to Nanolist. University knew me. I wish I had one, a better camera, two, better eyes, because I have not noticed that the illustrators were listed. Big shout out to all the illustrators. The art is amazing. But I would have been calling people out. Let's see here. If your party plays the same element, gentle, yeah. Oh, we got a full art analyst. Legends say that there is a church hidden deep in the catacombs where all sins can be forgiven for a price. I have many, many sins, one of which is absolutely flopping on this video. So I will pay you to scrub everyone's memory that I ever made this shitty video. Two down. I see a shiny. Let's save that. Megalodon VT, it's a full art. Wow, this is a nice view. Want to come join? You'll enjoy your time with me. Why was that very wholesome? Of all the full arts, this was probably the most wholesome. Very nice. Shiny Nanolus. And full art Meat. I like Meat. Meat cool. Meat's cool with me. A silly cave woman who loves to have fun, will do anything to protect her cave and her meathead. Love it. Oh, wait, no, there's another card. Oh, shiny Megalodon. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and open up all the lightning packs. Huh. Looks like this pack's been opened and resealed. Hope nobody snuck the rare out of it. That would suck. All right. We are kicking off the. I don't even remember what these were. These are the lightning ones. Okay. All right. We're kicking off the lightning ones with a banger. I already removed all of the duplicates, but we're starting off with a shiny Shy Lily. Calm Response is the ability. She's apparently 5,000 years old. Can't really read the Foxy Rainy. Isn't that one of the cards we've already pulled? She's the illustrator. Very nice. Very good. Like it. We got a full art Lord Aethel. Dan. An immortal lord cursed in the pits of hell to roam the human world forever. It is said that he passes his days in a castle in the sky. Again, what is it with VTubers? And I know I part-time VTube, so I kind of I didn't develop backstory for my VTuber, but what is with VTubers and making like the edgiest shit they can? Um, Lucy Pye or Fuller, A Girl Failure. I've already read this one, so we're good. I read that one earlier. This is makes me uncomfortable, almost as uncomfortable as that weird cat. It's a support card. Inspired by cyanide and happiness. That is a name I have not seen in a long. Oh God, I almost dropped it in a long time. Cyanide and Happiness is not a VTuber. Cyanide and Happiness is an old comic series, and then at some point an animated series, and then I think also a card game or a board game. I don't know. Very. It's a blast from the past for me. Loved it as a kid. Shouldn't have watched it as a kid. Anyway, your opponent discards 2 cards from their hand. On playing Cyanide, you may also play Happiness. Oh, so there's another one. So this is a connective card. Uh, this turn, if it's part of your hand. Ooh, I like that. I do like cards that feed into one another, kind of like an Exodia um type deal. We have another shiny Sayu, shiny full art Numi, a half demon, half human trying to. Did I read this one already? No, I don't think I did. Half demon, all of a lot of them sound very similar because it's like, oh, a demon this, demon that, doomed to, I don't know, eat ramen for the rest of your days. Half demon, half human girl trying to assimilate with the other humans on Earth. She's probably on Discord messaging the Noombas. Great. I don't really like Discord. I have it. I don't like it. We got a shiny battle cry. Demonite. I love it. This is Lucy Pyre's mascot. I like it. This might be. No, I don't know what my favorite mascot is. The little fluffy rabbit lightning thing, or possibly Pedal Pals. I didn't read who Pedal Pals is. I don't care. I'll look at it later. So next up we have Bradley, which is just straight up. That's somebody's dog. That is the picture of someone's dog. It is a very cute dog. It looks like it's the mascot card to Lord Aethelstan. Very, very cute puppy. Very, very cute puppy. Um, okay. We have Chibi Lena. This is obviously Lena Lazar's mascot card. Are you okay? Are you don't you look like you maybe hit your head or something. I don't know what's going on there. Very interesting card. We have a Shota. I think we've seen this card before. But it's shiny, so obviously I had to show it off because this card feels funny. Some of these cards feel funny, or it's just me. But obviously it's a fancy card, so I have to show it off. We have a full art Lena Lazar. Escaping months of inhuman experimentation and mistreatment, Lena made a pact of revenge signed in blood of those who dared to wrong her. Again, very edgy. Illustrated by Woni. Very edgy. Very nice art, though. Another Sanson. It is a shiny, though, so obviously we're showing it off. Full art Lemu. Again, we're showing it off. This is also a shiny. This is Silvervale? Silvervale. Why do I know that name? I've seen it before. Why do I not recognize the I feel like you had a different model at one point. With headphones, maybe. I don't know. She did at one point, very funny, sell a bread box, which I don't know why. I mean, I'd take a free bread box. Wink, wink, wink. Anyway, what's your perk? Small bargain. Discard one mascot card from your hand to draw one card. Cool. Rainho. We have several Rainho shinies at this point. This is our first full art Juniper. As the sole member of her kind. I mean, if come on, if we're being honest, moth VTubers are not that. Anyway, I'm being nitpicky. Anyway, as a sole member of her kind with the means to eat, Juniper is voracious. Right now, she wants spicy noodles. Me too. I love this. This is Bow the VTubers Pestoni? I'm calling you Pesto. I love Pesto. Pesto, adorable. I don't know what it is. It's a whale puppy. But I would murder a bunch of people to protect Pesto. All right, last set of cards. It's the green flavor. All right, last set of packs here. Already sorted out duplicates. Let's go ahead and see what we got. We got Meathead. That might be my favorite. That might be my favorite. I love it. Obviously, that's connected to meat. We got ourselves another shiny Nanolus. A full art Sayu. Spike. Oh God, what is that one anime? What is that one anime? It. I'll have it up on that one. That's exactly what this reminds me of. It's Freem's mascot. More than likely. Nope. I thought Freem would have done the art. I'm pretty sure Freem is an artist. I would have expected Freem to have done the art. But good art nonetheless. Froglodyte. Froglodyte. Man, I can't read. Froggy Loach's. Oh, Froggy Loach did the art for this. I wonder if she did the art for her own card. I didn't read. Now I'm reading the artist, so now I'm getting to see some of the, who did what. Very nice. Ooh, what is this? Heavenly Father's mascot, Evil Bot. That's a that is a very clever name. Shiny Megalodon. Full art Cotton. That card felt funny. I don't know why. Baby Moth, adorable. It's Junipers. I love it. So far, I still think Meathead might be my favorite. Might be my favorite mascot card. Limon. Yeah, that would probably be Limon. It's a Lamu's mascot card. It's just a cat. It's a very adorable cat. It's lucky too. Look at that. Or leaf clover. Lucky. Shiny Smolchi. Shiny full art Megalodon. Did I read this one? I did read this one. Shiny White Knight. Oh, it's inspired by Coefficient. Coefficient is a very good streamer, by the way. Attach this card to any support or mascot card. The attached card's ability cannot be canceled or removed for the rest of the round. I don't think I found a single card that cancels or removes abilities. Shiny Lucy Pyre. Full art code Miko. Did I? I did not. So this is our first full art code Miko, unless that one that was looked weird before was. Glitchy Upon Birth, Code Miko is an outcast video game character who has huge curiosity about the human who about her human companions. I can't read. Um yeah, about her human companions. I cannot read. Code Miko. Full art. Very nice. Not as edgy as the other ones, but the description is still great. Oh my god, this is adorable. A little shark. Sashimi. It's Megalodon's mascot card. I love it. It's cute. Pat, pat, pat. In the pile you go. Shiny Lana Lizar. Full art buff pup. Honestly, thought she'd be full werewolf in the full art. A buxom werewolf who is scared off by many but wants nothing more than companionship. Oh, that's nice. Very, very sweet. I was also expecting something much more dirty for her full art description. Just not judging Buff Pup, but I'm slightly judging her. There's another White Knight. Harpoon. -3 power to any Shy Lily card. Good God, why is this one just very specific? We got ourselves a full art Koki, I believe. A piece of crap frog girl. Jesus Christ. Trying to take over the south side one gang at a time. Her delinquency and brattiness knows no bounds. I feel bad about that description, but whatever. And I think we're ending this on a high note with a shiny meat. Very nice. Very cool. So we're gonna do a little bit more. I have the box topper thing to open yet. And then before we end this, I am going to make a deck. And then we'll call it. And I have a binder over here that I will throw all of these in, except for that one, because I have to give that to my mom because she already called dibs on it. Why'd she already call dibs on it? I don't know. Also, I want to see what this is all about. Is there only one in here? Yep. Ooh, it's signed. Shiny. I got a Epico, right? Yep. 11 of 42. There's 42 of these bad boys. I got this one. Very nice. We will set this off to the side. Okay, so I was going to build a deck, but the rules seem a little bit difficult to understand right away. So I'm not going to build a deck. Instead, here's this. They included all the learn to play cards with art on the back, and you get to jigsaw puzzle that thing. Yeah, that's nice. I like that. That's pretty cool. Um, so you know what? This was the first round of VCard. It looks promising. I think the game definitely needs to be flushed out as far as like variety in cards goes. Because a lot of the abilities seem to have repeated. Um, but for a company that is just now creating card games or a card game, I think it's a great start. I think it's definitely needs some building on it. I need some rebalancing just by the look of it. Um, but yeah, it looks fun. It looks good. This was actually kind of cool to do. I really liked doing this video, doing like an unboxing card opening thing. I don't think I have the talent for a card opening video. I know this camera in my face has been pissing me off the entire time. Um, so if I ever do hand cam things again, this won't be here. I will figure out a better solution. Okay, review time. So after sitting on the cards for a day, not literally, I didn't put my ass on the anyway. Um, kind of have a better idea of how the game works. I still don't have a deck working kind of. I'll explain. The rules are a little vague and I think they could use some polish. But overall, I don't think it's a bad start for a card game made by a non-card game company, if that makes sense. Um so I'm going to give a little overview of the game in the sense that I know it. I'm probably wrong, and that's fine. But here are the cards. So we have 5 elements: fire, lightning, water, earth, and platinum, I think it's called. Metal, right? There's a basic element wheel. For those of you who don't know what an element wheel is, one element is super effective against another, and then it's rock, paper, scissors, right? Rock beats scissors, scissors beats paper, paper beats rock. That's how an element wheel works. I think if I'm not mistaken, off the top of my head, I don't remember. Fire is good against leaf. Leaf is good against metal. Metal good against lightning. Lightning good against water. Water good against fire. I think I might be wrong. But these are the rarities of the cards. So all of these cards are considered power level cards. These are your attacking units. The base set for all of these all start with 8. There's rare versions of these. These are your full arts. Oh, also the uncommon 8s have abilities. Most of the abilities seem to repeat. Your rare full arts have 9 attack, no ability. Your ultra rares have 10 attack, no ability. Oh, this wasn't as full as it was before. I think these are less. These are your god rares. I think these are less um playable cards and more probably collect them, because I think there's only one print and they're signed, which is really cool. I like that. These are your support cards. These are like items. There's secret rares, I guess. I didn't find any. Good God, that's terrifying looking. And then these are your mascot cards. These are your little homies. These are going to be pretty much what boosts the attack of your uncommon cards. And then there's one promo card. So let's go ahead and jump over to the rules really fast. So here are the rules. Here are the game rules. It's not many. I think they should flush them out, but that's a side note. They did say, however, that they had a roadmap, I guess, for the next year or so about optimizing the game, balancing changes, improvements to the game, and all kinds of stuff, which I think is really, really good. But we're going to look at the rules. So the game's objective, the goal of VCard is to be the first player to score 5 points by winning rounds in 1v1 card battles. An optional rule: if you prefer high stakes, winning a round also adds your opponent's played cards to the winning pool, or to the prize pool. Winning the game, or the winner of the game claims the prize pool. I think that's a horrible, horrible rule. Not saying that like the betting stakes is a bad idea. I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying what is being bet is a terrible idea. I don't think any game should punish you for losing by removing the thing that plays the game, right? That's like saying if you died in Call of Duty, if you died in Dark Souls, it turned off the function of one of your keys on your keyboard or on your controller, and every time you die, it took more of them off. You shouldn't be punished for trying to do a high stakes thing in a game by not being able to play the game in the future, because the more cards you lose, the less likely you'll be ever able to play the game again. Sorry, that was winded and I didn't breathe. Anyway, I think a much better option for this would be to introduce a separate card. Call them like trophy cards, right? You introduce trophy cards, make them appear in rare packs. They could have hollow foil forms. They could be like, oh, this limited edition, whatever. And then they can just use those as like tokens to perform high stake battles. And then that way, when people are like, oh my God, I've won so many battles, look at all my cool trophy cards. That way, you're not losing the thing to play the game. That way, you just put your trophy card up as like stakes. I think that's better. Anyway, card types. I already went over this. Mascot cards. So mascot cards, I didn't tell the one effect. Mascot cards can negate opponent's mascot cards. So the element wheel is important for 2 reasons. One, if your power card, which is your attacking unit, has an elemental buff or an elemental affinity, not affinity, maybe not the word. If it good element against other opponent card, it gets attack bonus by 2. If bad element, nothing happens. If neutral element, nothing happens. Mascot cards have a similar thing. If good element against enemy one, it kills the other mascot. Kills it. Runs across the board and just strangles it. Which is a cool thing. I like that. Because then that makes it to where slightly you're doing like micro battles with your mascots. So additionally, with mascot cards, they boost the attack of your power cards. They have 3 effects. It's like boost. It's just like baseline boost attack increases that effect if your card shares the same element, and then triple boost that effect if the mascot card is the associative power card. So like Pyro, Pup, and Cinder. I think that's the proper matchup. It says +1 for boost, base boost, +2 for element boost, and +3 for matching mascot boost. I don't know if that means it's a +6 total, 1 +2 +3, or is it just a +3 if you get that proper match? I don't know. It's not very clear on that. Either way, that's how that works. Support cards provide random effects. Some of them aid you, some of them hinder the opponent. Deck construction, this is also a little bit weird. There's no maximum. I don't think that should be the case. I think there should be a maximum. 50 cards might be okay. I don't know. And then limit of 4 per card. I don't know if that should be the case. Also, I don't know if these stack, right? So I don't know if I can have a power of 10. Can I have 4 power 10s, 4 power 9s, and 4 power 8s? Or can I only have 4 of, in this case, nanners? Can I only have 4 of these cards regardless of their rarity or regardless of their power? Or is it specifically nanners 10 can get 4, nanners 9 can get 4, or nanners 8 can get 4? I don't know. I also think 4 is a bit too high. I think that should probably be lowered to 2. Game phases. This is where the rules get a little weird. The setup of the game. Beginning of the game only. Players set up their playing area. I didn't buy a playmat. I should have. And the decks are shuffled. Each player draws a hand of 7. Okay, consisting of power, mascots, or supports. Whatever, right? You draw your hand of 7. There's a mulligan option. If you do not draw a power card, an attacking unit, if you do not draw one, you get to mulligan your hand, re-roll your hand at the cost of, I think, 1 card. I think you get to mulligan it to 6 cards. Yes. So you get to throw those cards back in the deck, grab 6 more. If you still don't get a power card in that hand, I think you lose the round. Yes. If you still do not have a power card or power level card after the mulligan, you lose the round. I don't think that should be a rule. I have a fix for that, and I'll explain it later, but I don't think that should be a rule. Because then that's just like punishing people for having bad luck. Anyway. Where was I? This is also how you determine who starts, is if you pull a power card, you slap it down, and you're like, my character has bigger PP than your character. I get to go second. I get to go second. That could also just be replaced with a coin flip or rock, paper, scissors. I don't think we have to do the whole pageantry of like slapping down a card and like, oh, I'm cooler than you. We could just do a coin flip. Okay, that's fine, right? Maintenance phase at the beginning of each round, not a turn, but a round, right? There's 5 rounds. There's as many turns as it takes to finish the round, but there's 5 rounds. Both players draw to maintain at least 5 cards in their hand before the power and draw phases. Okay. If your deck has no more cards available to draw, you must continue with the cards you have until the game is over. That's a fine rule. That makes sense. Okay. This is the thing I was talking about who has more PP, right? Power phase, PP. Who has bigger PP? This is when you slap your cards down and you're like, look at my PP. I'll look at your PP. Your PP bigger? Guess what? I get to go first. I don't know why that works that way. Selection step. Both players secretly choose one power level, your attacking units, from their hand and place it face down. Reveal step. Simultaneously reveal the selected power level card. Initial results. Compare the element and power levels of the revealed PL cards. The leader is determined with who is ahead in power level. The losing player will have the first turn. My camera suddenly just got very, very yellow, and I don't know why. I'm going to leave it. I really need to buy a new camera. I hate that. Anyway, I'm sorry, that distracted me. If there's a draw, the turn must be decided between the players themselves, rock, paper, scissors, etc. I feel like we could just skip the PP testing and just use rock, paper, scissors, right? Just, all right, hey, I got my hand, you got your hand, bing, bang, boom, done. Draw phase. Players draw one card at the beginning of their turn. This is on top of the 5-card maintenance. So far, from what I've heard from other people talk about the game, this is only done at the first turn. It is actually said right there at the beginning of their first turn. This is only done at their first turn and then never again. So you start with 5, draw your 6th, and then never draw again for the entire round. Battle phase. During the battle phase, players must play at least one card, or the round is lost. So if you have no cards to play, if you pull an unlucky hand and it's all power cards, right? You can only play one power card. If it's all power cards, you're screwed, right? You can't play anything and you lost the round. Players can play one mascot and one support. So a minimum of 0 or a maximum of 2 cards can be played during your turn. Unless an effect of a card dictates like, oh, I can cash that in for another card, swap this for another card, yada yada. Before they pass the turn to the opponent. Players alternate turns playing cards until one player has no more cards to play, or if one player is ahead in power for more than 2 of their own turns. So, to win a battle, either your opponent runs out of cards and they can't play anymore, or you have bigger PP for 3 rounds or 3 turns. Then you win. Resolution phase. After all boosts and effects are applied, the player with the higher power level wins the round and scores a point. So this step here doesn't make much sense to me, considering right here, right? If a player has no more cards to play, you would reach this stage of no more cards first, or of a person being ahead in power for 3 turns. You would reach one of these first before you reached the resolution stage. In my mind, like doing the back and forth battle, in my head, you would reach one of those alternatives before you reached the resolution stage. So this doesn't really seem important. I guess maybe in the event of a tie. No, because this would still lead to a tie. I'm not sure. Determining the winner. Power level comparisons. I don't remember reading this last time. Did I skip over this when I read the rules? Determining the winner. Power level comparisons. First, compare the card's power level. The higher power level card is initially ahead. Oh, wait, I did read this. When elements are compared, if one element is stronger than the player, it gains 2. If neither, right, I explained that in the beginning. Mascot cards and support. Finally, consider mascots and support. Final winner is the player with the highest PP. Big PP. Element wheel. We went over this already. Additional mechanics. Discard area. That's your graveyard, right? After the round, you scoop up all your cards, throw them away. Don't actually throw them away. You put them in the graveyard. You send them to the Shadow Realm. Or if a card takes out your other card, like with the mascots fight, throw that bad boy in the Shadow Realm. Or the optional prize pool. I don't think the prize pool should exist, but it does exist. If trophy cards exist, that would be where you put them. Tie resolutions. In the event of a tie, highly doubt there will ever be a tie, play an additional round. That's a good rule, though. If there is a tie, Just play again. That seems perfectly fine to me. Whoop. Scoring. Each round one earns 1 point. First player to reach 5 points wins. I feel like we could slightly expand on that because if you win 3 rounds in a row, you won, right? So it would be best of 5. If your opponent wins 3 rounds, there's no way you could win because there's only 2 rounds remaining. So I feel like that rule slightly has that caveat to it. So maybe write that out. Typical playmat. In my mind, I would readjust the playmat. I'll explain that again later. Same thing why I talked about the whole like poor hand mechanic. These are all the talents. I'm not going to go over them. If you have the cards, by all means, go over them. I'll be right back. I do have to assemble something regarding the playmat and how I would structure the game because don't get me wrong, the game's structured fine. You'd play it, but with some of these rules to be revised, in my mind, I don't think some of these rules are fair or equitable for the game. Um, so I'm gonna give you guys 1 sec, just set go put something together, pop it up on screen, and then we'll look at it. And then I don't know, maybe this gets sent over to gamersupps, wink, 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 and then they take some of my ideas and run with it. We'll see. Okay, so really, really quick, this is how the game from how I've read the rules. This is how the game works. You start your first hand, do PP match, boom. Whoever has the biggest PP goes second. I don't know why that's the case, but they go second. And then I assume that card's discarded. And then you start with your full hand. So you draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. First turn, draw your 6th. Then you don't draw no more. Now you get to play your cards. For us, we have a Silver Veil, so we'll play the Silver Veil. And then in our first turn down, what we're allowed to do is place 1 support and or 1 mascot. So ideally, what you would want to do to avoid the rule in which you run out of cards, you lose the game, you would want to just play 1 card just to postpone your death. So you could play like your grass shield, then you wait, the other side plays their card, then you're like, oh wait, I'm gonna lose, I need to boost my attack. This isn't great, but this will work. That's your 1 mascot down, so on and so forth, right? Then you're down. And since we had that unlucky draw where we pulled 2 power cards, this, having meat in our hand, means that, well, kind of we're screwed and we'll lose within 4 turns, right? That means if the other person had a better draw, they could just simply wait us out. No need to measure power, no need for any strategy, nothing. Just boom, they outweighted us. I don't think that system is great. And yes, sometimes when you have proper hands put together just by pure luck, it would work out just fine. This is what I think instead. Right? I think, and I'm not saying that that's an awful system. I'm just saying I think slight tweaks it could work out a little bit better. I took notes. So immediately, I think there should be a limit on deck, which I think I covered. The trophy cards, which I covered. Start with a coin flip, covered that. No more than 2 cards, covered that. I think you should draw per turn. I'll explain why later. Yeah, I think there should be more unique cards. Just running down my list of notes. I took notes because I'm a nerd. So here's my thoughts for the game. And I know they're going to change some things, and that's great. But this is my thoughts. I think that should not move that. Hang on. I think this section, instead of I'm not in the right layer, I'm not an artist, so I don't know what I'm doing on an art program. I think this section should be the trophy section, right? Keep this as your power, that's fine. Keep this as your support sections, that's fine. Keep that as your discard pile, that's fine. Actually, no, scratch that. I think the discard pile should be moved here. The discard pile should be moved there. That way you have your trophy section, your discard pile. And here's where things get different from what I say. I think there should be 2 separate decks when you start the game. I think all of your support cards and mascot cards should go in one deck here. And then your 5 power cards, because you can only play roughly a maximum of 5 rounds. Maybe throw a 6 in there in case there's a tiebreaker. But all your power cards should go in a separate deck here. So for power, I'm trying to draw a P, power cards, support cards. I think that you should split the deck. That way, when you start the round, you just pull a power card, limited to 2 of a type, pull a power card, play your power card. Then you draw your 5 or however many support cards, and then that way you play until X amount of turns. I would say probably 3 turns of a back and forth. I play this, try to knock down yours while I try to try to knock down your power while I try to raise my power. You do that back and forth for 3. Whoever comes out on top after that 3rd round wins. Right? There's probably going to be unused cards in your hand. I say you let them roll over at least 2 of them. That way you can strategize where you're like, "Oh man, last round I played a Silver Veil and I drew my meat." That sounds horrible. I drew a meathead and a grass shield, but I never used them. Oh man, that really sucks. Because maybe in my next round I could pull a meat and then have, again, that sounds horrible, and then have that synergy between these 2 cards. So this goes in the discard pile. A couple of these go in the discard pile. And at the end of the round, and then you start your new, you're like, okay, can I carry these 2 cards over? Yeah, sure, you carry them over. Boom. And then you're good. Additionally, I would say that rule would be optional, where you could carry some cards over. If you don't want to, put them in the discard pile, and then you get a fresh hand. But no more, when you draw for the second round, no more cards than 5 or whatever the starting hand size is. So you risk the chance of not getting a full fresh hand by rolling some cards over in the event of like, oh, I could strategize and play with what's in my future hand. I know that doesn't make much sense, but I think if they ran the game a little bit more like this, that would bypass a lot of the rules that I'm seeing a lot of people complain about. Because I'm seeing a lot of people complain about the quick out rule of no cards in hand or power exceeding for 3 turns. I'm seeing a lot of people complain, myself included, about the prize pool because that promotes gambling and that's not great. And also the thing I said before about like pulling away the thing to play the game. I think just slightly tweaking the game board itself without really changing any of the cards, I think that kind of bypasses some of the rules. There could be a mix of this, right? A mix of whatever they're working on and whatever I just stated. I'm not an expert in card games. I'm just a guy who likes games. But I think if they structured the game slightly different in that sense, where you split the deck, that way you're guaranteed a power card, and then really the whole strategy comes with your side deck, your support deck. You could also do that by doing that would also help limit the deck, because you could only play a certain number of support cards, because you could have a maximum of 5 rounds, 5 fresh cards, 25 support cards, 5 power cards, 30 cards in the deck. I would say maybe put that to 40. That way, in case there's a round in which you have to play more cards, in case you have Cards that allow you to pull in more cards, or yeah, cards that allow you to pull in more cards during that round. So maybe put it to 40, maybe put it to 50. Um, and then that way you're not having somebody have like a deck of like 500, which would be ridiculous. Because then you could constantly chain things of like draw this, draw that, draw this, draw that, draw this, draw that. There was an issue with that with Yu-Gi-Oh. That's kind of one of the big reasons why like Pot of Greed and Jar of Greed were banned, was because you could just shuffle and draw and shuffle and draw. Um, but yeah, I think overall it's a fine game. I don't like the massive reliance on luck, because if you don't luck out and um if you don't luck out and draw a power card, you lose the round. If you don't luck out and draw multiple power cards, you're also going to lose the round. So I think splitting the deck is a um very good move to try to make this game a little bit more fair. But ultimately, whatever they plan to do, I'm sure it's going to work out. But it looks fun. It does look fun. I really do enjoy um just simply the concept of it. I like collecting the cards more than the idea of playing the game at its current state. Um but overall, I think the game has promise. I think it looks good. I think it hopefully will eventually play really well. And I think this is going to be a good thing to follow. So I'm going to leave this here. That is just my opinion of the game from a non expert, just some dude. If gamersupps ever wants to reach out and send me some more cards and be like, hey man, we like your ideas, you're cool. I have a Twitter, I have an email, and all kinds of other social medias. Um, they're not going to do it. I'm just talking out of my ass. But anyway, I hope everyone watching had a great time. I hope everybody watching has a great day. Thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging out, and I'll see you next time.